Hey guys, League of Legends has created many different prodigies in the scene for esports, and some of these would be Faker, Chovy, Caps, Reckless, and Perks, as you know, they would start to make their debut and start their career. Now, this video will be talking about my favorite players that I've watched throughout the years. Some retired, some new, but mostly it's going to be upcoming talent that have not won a World's Trophy yet. So with that, let's get into it. Alright, let's start with my actual first player that I loved watching when that got me into League. First one is actually Jojopyun. Jojopyun and actually another player that was on his team actually got me into League. Jojopyun started in the LCS as an 18-year-old rookie on a team called Evil Geniuses, and he is currently on the team MKOI and has just finished his Worlds run at Worlds 2025. The reason why I love Jojopyun was due to his young age, plus how incredibly talented he was. He would destroy notable mid laners such as Bjergsen, Abbedagge, and Power of Evil in the LCS. Jojopyun wasn't even that bad of a mid laner, as he was never really nervous when he hit the stage, as usually rookies, when they hit the stage, they always get tensed up and nervous, but Jojopyun, he was just playing how he was, and he would dominate so many games. If there is something Jojopyun would always do, is that he would get a solo kill in his lane, dominate in his lane, and just carry the game. He's never the one that sits back and just scales. He wants to be proactive and starts making insane plays on the map, looking for angles, any angle on the map. His career is actually really high right now. I didn't think he'd get this far, but he's beaten notable mid laners such as Faker, Caps, Humanoid, Bjergsen, BDD, even though they lost that game. He was actually kind of slamming though. Anyways, Jojo, really great player. I am excited to see what else he has in store for us for 2026, and I'm happy that he's on MKOI. Alright. My next player that I loved watching was YSKM, also known as You Should Know Me. God, that is such a cool name. Imagine solo killing your opponent and they read your name. That's incredible. Anyways, YSKM was an LPL top laner in 2023, and that was when I first started actually watching him. YSKM is currently on Esports, and he plays in the Tier 2 system currently. I sadly cannot watch his games because I can't find them, and I don't think they stream or provide VODs of the Tier 2 of his region, so I'm not quite sad at that. And if I had to compare YSKM to a player, I would say he is the Shy 2.0. YSKM, when I watched him, he was a bruiser merchant, where he would only play characters such as Fiora, Jax, and Irelia, and champions that would want to fight you, as I think it's to prove that he's better than you. And he would be the reason for if IG would win or lose. It's super entertaining watching YSKM though. He's a bright he's a bright future. Alright, whatever, I don't know what I'm saying, but he's a bright of fresh air in the LPL, and his clips are 7 times that they make my heart race. Anyways, he's also the reason why you win or lose. If he's not carrying, then you're lost. Because he sometimes, he played against Top Esports one time, went 0-6, team lost. But when he's carrying, you already know you're winning. And so, yeah. But sadly, I don't think he'll ever play in Tier 1 again, but if he does, I'll be there, and I'll be his fan again. But he's not here, so I wish you'd come back, YSKM, please. Alright, up next is LazyFeel. So, this video I've been editing for 2 hours, but that's because I was trying to find clips and stuff for it, so it wasn't really editing, but I'm trying to make this go as fast as possible, so. I love LazyFeel, and not only is he the first non-Korean to play in LCK, but he's also Vietnamese, which I am, so of course I gotta support him. I didn't think he would be that good heading into LCK, as I thought he wouldn't match up with the 80 carries that low and take advantage of them that much. And I was kind of right about it, but he's also really interesting to watch, as he definitely does have the skill to take over games. I just love supporting my boy LazyFeel, and I really do hope he plays in LCK, but I think LCK teams don't want to take that liability of putting a person who's not proficient in Korean on the roster, no matter how good he is. So I think that's why they're deciding to put, I forgot who they're putting on the roster. Let me go check real fast. LCK, I think he's just going to be back in Challengers. But with the off chance that Jiwoo is sick. He would get to play, and I'm really happy to see him. But I don't think Jiwoo is ever gonna get sick. So, and I think they really trust Jiwoo is a talent. So I would also put Jiwoo over LazyFeel. But yeah, I hope he does play. So before we move on, watch these insane clips of LazyFeel absolutely destroying LCK, low LCK teams. Next is Pays. Now, no explanation, this kid is amazing. I've been watching him ever since they moved Pays up to the main roster for Genji in 2023. And this kid is a talent if I've ever seen one. Him and one other person are considered as pentakillers. Pays has just joined T1, and he was just on JDG and was on Genji before that. He is now coming back to the LCK for revenge of getting booted to the LPL. Jesus Christ, I feel so bad for Pays. His team was griefing him. You guys know how much I hate JDG. After, I hate Scout. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. But Pays' skill as an AD carry is probably the best I've ever seen, as I think he is the Chovy of bot lane with how consistent he plays. And he does have a lot of room. He does have a lot more room to grow, considering he's only 19 and turning 20. I think 7 days from the release of this video. I really am excited to see him play, as I am an absolute Pays supporter and Glazer. And so I'll see you next year, Pays. I really hope you get more pentakills, and I love you. So, yeah. Now for the last player for this video. I have more favorite players, but I think this is enough. And this player is a really big reason of why I got into LOLEsports and what made me play the role I play today. And so, here it is. Anyways, here it is. The player that got me into LOLEsports. And what made me such a big League fan. It's Danny. Danny is the Hawaiian from Honolulu. What a guy. Danny is currently a retired AD carry player from the LCS, and he did play for Evil Geniuses. I absolutely adored watching Danny, as his plays were so exciting, and he is the other teammate that JoJo played with when he first debuted. Although Danny wasn't a rookie, this is his second year in the LCS, and so there we go. And he is also called the pentakiller of this region. And so I would consider him, Danny, and Pays as the pentakiller of their region. He was just so good at finding pentakills, and Danny would then qualify for MSI in 2022, and Worlds also. But the sad thing for Danny was that Danny was experiencing a lot of mental health issues, which took a toll on him from MSI to Worlds. And this would be the reason on why people would seek Kaori at Worlds instead of Danny, in order to allow Danny to take a break. And it's really sad to see such a young player retire only 2 years into his career and not even play at Worlds. And I really just hope Danny is doing fine right now, because it's been 2 years and he doesn't really use social media as much, which I think it's good. Take a break from social media. And so Danny is one of the reasons why I'm so invested in the LOLEsports. And I'm really happy that I got to see Danny play before he retired. I think I was such a young person over there, and I just woke up happy to see Danny playing, because I just wanted to be exactly like him. And that's why I'm currently a bot laner, and maybe I'll become a pro player in the future. Who knows? But yeah, there we go. If you guys like my content, I would really appreciate you guys subscribing. This video, I actually put more effort into editing than usual, and so I'd be really appreciated if you guys could subscribe. Tell me if you guys like this type of content. I was just talking about the favorite players that really got me to LOLEsports, and so hope you guys have a wonderful day, and like, subscribe, and tell me if you guys like this in the comments. Alright, I'll see you guys later.